Hi students, how are you all? Here myself, Srirag, welcome all of you to Class 8 English Textbook, the English Coach. Today, let us learn a new topic. It is a small poem, Barefoot Days. What's the name of the poem? Yes, Barefoot Days. This small and beautiful poem is written by Rachel Field. Rachel Field was an American novelist, poet, and children's fiction writer also. She is also famous for her book, Poem Turned Song, Something Told the Wild Geese. Here, in this chapter, we are going to learn a small portion from this book, Something Told the Wild Geese. Now let us go into the poem. All of you ready? Yes, let us start. My dear little friends, before starting the poem, let me ask a question to you. Are you ready to give me the answer? Here the question goes. How do you feel a walk on cool, dewy grass on a hot, sunny day? So, when you start walking, all of a sudden, there is spring in your step, and it is like you had a glass of fresh lemonade. Here in the poem, the poet seems to have had the same feeling as she walked over cool grass. She can feel the heat of the sun move away from her head. Let us read what more she has to say as she walked barefoot on a summer morning through the cool grasses. Here a new word is given for you. It is barefoot. Barefoot means without wearing any shoes, chappal, etc. Dear students, are you all ready to start the poem along with me? Yes, let us start. First, let us read the poem, first stanza. In the morning, very early, that is the time I love to go barefoot where the fern grows curly and grass is cool between each two. On a summer morning, oh, on a summer morning. So here, through these 6 lines, the poet expresses her feelings during a walk on cool grasses in a hot, sunny day, which means when everywhere it is feeling so hot. So she loves to go for a walk through green grasses where the water droplets are present. That also without wearing a shoe, barefooted. She wants to go barefooted a walk through the dewy green grasses so that she can feel that coolness, that comfortness through her barefoot into the entire her body. And she can experience this coolness of the curly grasses under the feet as well as between her toes. Now let us move into the second stanza. Just like the first, here also, first of all, we shall have a reading. Let us start. That is when the birds go by, up the sunny slope so fair, and each rose has a butterfly or a golden bee to wear. And I'm glad in every two such a summer morning. Oh, such a summer morning. Here, in this second stanza, the poet continues her lovely experiences. As she could see many birds in the garden, they are also enjoying the garden just like the poet. They were flying up and down in the air and feeling the coolness of the garden. She could also see many butterflies as well as golden colored bees were flying here and there and enjoying the coolness of the garden just like the poet. And when they get tired, they were sitting on the rose flowers and many other flowers in the garden and enjoying the beauty, sunlight and coolness of the garden just like the poet. By looking all these things, our poet feels very glad in her mind. And finally, in the last, she binds up the poem by repeating the refrain of the poem, that is, such a summer morning, oh, such a summer morning. By repeating this refrain or repeated lines, once again she binds up the poem for you. And yes, students, there are few new words given for you. Now let us look into the meaning, what these new words meant for you. The first one that already we have discussed, barefoot. Barefoot means, yes, wearing nothing on the feet. Wearing nothing, that means not wearing a shoe or like that, anything on the feet. Then second word is fern. Fern means a small leafy plant. Fern means a small leafy plant. And the third word is given here as slopes, which means surfaces having one side higher than the other. Slopes means surfaces having one side higher than the other. I hope all my little friends enjoyed the poem very well. Now it is time to bind up our chapter. So, thank you for being with me all the time. It is me, Srirag.